Okay, today's video is about division word problems with remainders. We've done division word problems without remainders. Now we're working on single-step word problems that do involve remainders. This first problem, there are 43 students going on a field trip. Each car only holds 6 students. How many cars do you need? I've gone ahead and followed my cubes methods, where I have circled my numbers or number words, underlined the question, boxed in my math action words, and evaluated an equation. The only thing I haven't done is solve. So I've circled the numbers, underlined the question, and boxed in math action words. I've already evaluated the equation, and I'm ready to solve now. So for solving, you can use any method that you've learned so far for division. I'm looking at 43 and I'm thinking I don't know a basic fact with 6 and 43. So probably not going to do well to do subtract by just by 6 over and over again. I'm going to go ahead and try to do a multiples of 6, and it's going to look like this. And I'm going to take away 3 multiples of 6. So that's times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. And I'll do that subtraction. And I see I still have 25 left. So I'm going to do I know 6 times 4 is 24. And I'll do that subtraction. So now I've got a remainder that is smaller than my divisor. This one is smaller than my divisor, so I know I'm finished. I just need to put my answer in place, and I do that by adding up the multiples I used, which is 3 and 4 makes 7. And my remainder down there at the bottom, I have to put up here, of 1. So this division problem does have a remainder of 1. While I have finished the actual math, I need to reevaluate for what the question is. How many cars do you need? Well, if I put 6 students in each car, that's 7 cars. But I have 1 student left over. They have to go on the field trip too, so we're going to round up the quotient for this one to the next number, which is 8. So we actually need 8 cars. Always reread your question. This last problem is Susan needs to bake 274 cupcakes for the cake sale. Her cupcake tray holds 6 cupcakes. It means she can bake 6 cupcakes at a time. How many times will Susan need to use her tray in order to bake all of the cupcakes? So we've got the 274 cupcakes and the tray holding 6 at a time. And the question is asking how many times will she need to use the tray to bake all the cupcakes. So our equation is going to be 274 divided by 6. And you can break it up any way you like. Use any method. I am going to try to do a distributive property. So I know I'm going to need that set up. Now my question is how to break up 274. Now since I know there's going to be remainders, I'm not going to worry about which friendly numbers are going to work out the best in these spots. Okay, so I'm just going to take off 240, because then, because of the basic fact 24 divided by 6, I'll get at least one answer that doesn't have a remainder. So if 24 divided by 6 is 4, 240 divided by 6 is 40. Now, that leaves me with 34 on this side. And you say, where did you get that 34, Miss Stone? Well, I took 274. I took away 240 for here. And I got 34. So now I'm going to divide this side by 6. And this is where we end up with remainder. I know that 6 times 5 is 30, and that's as close as I can get. So 6 times 5 gets me 30, but I'll have a remainder of 4. I'm going to put the whole numbers together for the quotient of 45, and then the remainder falls next to it, still remainder of 4. Rereading the question, how many times will she need to use her tray to bake all the cupcakes, all 274? Well, you can't say 45 because then she's only baking 270 cupcakes. Remainder 4 is still left. So you need to bump this up to 46 times. She's going to have to use that tray. That last time she uses the tray, there will only be baking 4 cupcakes instead of 6. But she'll have all 274 cupcakes, and that's what matters. Your Edline quiz question is to type your own division story problem with a remainder. Post it on Edline and solve it in your notebook. I'll check it in the morning. All right,